What is going on, garden fans? Welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. I am at the home site today and I'm going to give you an early spring look at this place. Looking really good. I think our last chance of frost has passed us. Before I get walking around, I wanted to chat with y'all real quick. I've been out spreading the gospel of permaculture to a lot of local garden clubs and master gardener courses out here, and there's one thing I've really picked up from everybody that I'm talking to is that people are looking for something real right now. We live in an artificial world. Artificial colors, artificial dyes, artificial foods, flavors, artificial intelligence, and even artificial people online. We even have artificial news right now, folks. I'm bringing you back here to show you something real. Show you something that we've lost touch with over time. This is natural gardening at its finest, and we're doing this all over the place. This postage stamp garden is just what's possible on a small scale. If you haven't already, I hope you subscribe and stick around and see what we're doing out at the project site in Gaston. With that being said, come on back, enjoy the journey. Welcome back to the home site, garden fans. For all you new folks, we are in Zone 8, South Carolina. It is March the 14th, 2025, and we are starting to wake up in early spring. I am definitely planting out cold-tolerant veggies and herbs. The garden is starting to leaf out, flower out, and really just kind of wake up as we come into spring. Some of the new things breaking dormancy this year, some things that I planted last season are jostaberry. I'm trying out Josta here in this spot. This is a semi-shady area that should do pretty good with a nice jostaberry here as it comes to wake up. Herbs and veggies that I am planting out right now is cold tolerant stuff. Certainly things like catnip and lemon balm are waking up and spreading out. I love lemon balm for Zone 8. It is a great seeder and spreader. And then there's things, just normal things that I'm growing out. Salad greens, kale, collards, my next generation of kale and collards. Lots of chamomile sprinkled out amongst here. Definitely here's some overwintered kale looking good, but right behind it, of course, are salad greens and really just the cold tolerant greens right now amongst all these herbs and veggies. As these salad greens start to get spent, I'll be throwing in the summer veggies behind it, things like peppers and basil and green beans. The trees, the perennials, the backbone of the food forest are starting to wake up. So right here off the back patio, have a sweet gem apricot flowering, leafing out. This guild centralized tree is the apricot. There is a gummy berry right in between that and the long-term pineapple guava species. So nice little guild here. You can see how heavily I prune all of the nitrogen-fixing shrubs out here. I just continue to chop and chop and drop, and all that chop and dropping is basically mulch for the guild here. I use a lot of chicken manure out here, garden fans, so having that woody brown material mixed with chicken manure is a great way to kind of build soil and build fertility as we go along. I have an old peach tree sitting here. I've definitely been trying to tone down the peach trees, but still very beautiful pink flowers that they put on. You're going to see a lot of ground cover of elderberry and blackberry are out here. This is the major ground cover and shrub layer amongst all my trees, although I also have a lot of nitrogen fixing gummy berry. Once again, I prune very, very heavily here. You're going to see how heavily I prune, and even with that heavy pruning, they still tend to flower prolifically and fruit prolifically for me. So I really am a fan of gummy, Elaeagnus multifloria. For Zone 8, South Carolina, this is the sterile variety of gummy berry. Great for the native pollinators. Let me keep on stepping down here and just talk. We got a swale, mound, and patty here. Coming down the line, we have a mulberry, we have a fig, and then at the far side we have some pawpaws. Right here in the foreground here is another mulberry pollinator, and going down the line mulberry, we have a jujube, and then once again we have another pawpaw way down at the bottom side. So it's kind of good to see things at this time of year, breaking dormancy before it gets really thick and dense. The mulberries are definitely putting on lots of fruit, and I think that's one of the things that you're going to learn about a permaculture garden. Without all the pesticides, fungicides, herbicides, things like that, they tend to over-pollinate. Giving you a broad look at the place, things are definitely getting tall. Canopy layer is making itself known. The figs, the mulberries, really getting large. I have a giant hugelkultur mound here. This used to be an old vegetable bed that I have broken down. There's more gumi and a pomegranate right here, also breaking dormancy. So here again, early spring garden fans, a lot of things growing on. Back in the chicken shed and coop and run area, I have 2 plums here that have already flowered and are now putting on a good amount of green growth. There is also a fig out here. This is a brown turkey fig. And if you see, you're gonna kind of see they're already wanting to put on some really tiny baby fruits. So early in the year here in March, and things are already wanting to fruit up. This fig loves being out here with the chickens. Great fertilization. I have some cisterns back here that fill with water, and I end up using those to water all the plants back here. The chickens themselves doing great. Got 7 hens out here that are supplying my family with about 6 to 7 eggs per day. I've got a much more secure chicken run and shed than I did 2 years ago, if you've been following for some time. And we've been chopping down pine trees, if it's been a while, to provide a little more sunlight here in the backyard, plus for safety and security. Those pine trees I had back here were just getting way too big. So looking great at this time of year, honestly, garden fans. I'm going to just step back and give you a broad look at the place. In another month, this is going to be thick, dense, green. You won't even see the back of the house with how thick it gets back here. All around the whole food forest, there are herbs as a ground cover. Lemon balm is the main one. I also have mint spreading. We have catnip spreading as one of our ground covers. And then hyssop, anise hyssop, is another one of those ground covers that I just let spread. It is a great cedar. The pawpaws are all flowering. These are beautiful flowers to check out at this time of year. Really good looking flower. Already starting the pollination effort well underway right now. And these are heavily loaded with lots of flowers. Always going to get a bunch of fruit off of these pawpaws. These are mature pawpaws. We have NC1 variety, and we have mango pawpaw out here. So a local variety and then a grafted variety that honestly just has a totally different taste than the local variety. Here is the mango pawpaw, putting on some small fruits, putting on some flowers. And then I'm going to step back again one more time. Water catchment still doing its job, feeding the food forest. Give you another broad look at the place, garden fans. So this is my home site. It's thick, it's dense, looks a little bit different than the project site out in Gaston, but that place is also looking about the same, starting to wake up. And here we go. Hit the ground running this year, garden fans. I appreciate y'all watching as always. If you have any questions, as always, just ask. Appreciate you watching this update. Keep in touch. God bless.